YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another live. And guys, it's the first week of the NFL season. Let's go. Let's get these bags. It's fantasy football time. Let's go, guys. What's going on? Let me go to the chat. See what's going on in the chat. What's going on, Kevin? What's going on, bro? Glad to see you here, guys. I'm here for any question that you have for stars and sits. Let's start. What's going on, Lindell? What's good, bro? So, guys, what teams are y'all watching today? Just to start off the live with this. What are your favorite games that you're gonna be watching today? Mine is the Arizona game. Let's see. Kevin says excited for the start of the season. Yes, I am too, bro. I am too. Just Dave, what's going on, bro? Hey, glad to see you here, man. Let's start. So, let me go in here to the real quick, guys. Let's get on. Let me see. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, so let me see. We see what the chat says. The chat says, Rex says, you worried about Zeke and Mike Evans after that game? So listen, I've been telling everybody about Mike Evans. I'm not touching Mike Evans. Mike Evans, I don't want no part of that. I don't even want Godwin. They're going to have big games. Both of those guys are going to have big games. But are they going to have consistent big games? No, not in my opinion. So I'm only guy that I'm targeting on this offense is Antonio Brown and Tom Brady. I don't want nobody else. Zeke, guys, yes, his ceilings is not as high as it's going to be. That's my opinion. I don't think he's going to have a lot of the boom games that he had when he was a young whippersnapper. I think he's going to have some games where he's going to have 20 points. They're going to focus on the run game. But does he finish as an RB3 for you? RB5? I don't know. I doubt it. So I would trade Zeke, but I think you're okay with Zeke if you're not relying on him to be a RB5, a top RB5. Lindell says, flex, half-point PPR, Claypool, Jacoby, or AJ Green. Claypool. Alex says, Kyle Pitts versus the Eagles. Yes, you play him all day. I like that. I like Kyle Pitts. You play Kyle Pitts. Kevin McClure, what's going on, bro? He says Ravens, Arizona, Indy, ATL. Those are the games I'm excited for. Yes, I am too, bro. I love those games. There's a lot of young players and some players that's been just transferred teams that I want to see how they're going to play. So, yes, I like those games too, bro. Rex says, I'm watching the Packers game, the Chiefs games, and the Rams game. Yes, I'm telling you, there's a lot of good games today. I'm watching them all. Alex says, would you start Diami Brown with Curtis Samuels on IR? Either way, I'm watching them. Yeah, if Diami Brown was the next best receiver that I got, yes, I'm starting him. But I wouldn't just do it because Curtis Samuel out. It depends on who I got on my bench. Just Dave, my man, says Ravens Monday game. I want to see how much Murray look. You want to see how good Murray looks. Yes, Murray going to be nice. So let me talk about some of the games. So Seahawks and Colts. So listen, guys, I'm targeting the Seahawks heavy. I got a lot of DK on a lot of my teams. I got a few Russell Wilson stocks. I love this team. Even though Colts has a good defense, I'm not worried about it. I'm still playing DK and Russell. So I just wanted to get that out. Russell and DK is going to be my favorite targets for this week and probably going on forward because I really think they're going to have a boom year. Who else? Jonathan Taylor. I'm not big on Jonathan Taylor. If you draft him, you got to start him because he's Jonathan Taylor. He was drafted early. The Colts wide receivers, I might wait to see what goes on with Carson Wentz. I don't know who to play. T.Y. Hilton's out. Michael Pittman Jr. play him at the flex. Yeah, that's okay. Tyler Lockett for the Seattle Seahawks. Yes, you play Tyler Lockett, DK. You play your starters. This is the first week, guys. Who knows who's going to hit. So you just got to play your starters. Jaguars, Texans. Only person that I'm starting from the Texans is Tyrod Taylor if I have to. I'm still waiting to see how the running backs is going to be and even the receivers. I will start Tyrod Taylor and Brandon Cooks. Excuse me. Brandon Cooks, I'm starting him too. Let's see what the chat's saying. Chat says, Kevin says Mike Davis or Tyson Williams. Flex 4 PPR. Tyson Williams. I'm going with Mike Davis. I'm going to stick with Mike Davis. Rex says, why is everyone so excited for Tyson Williams? I see people playing him over some people that I find crazy. Yes, I agree. I mean, I'm not saying the guy ain't going to have a good week, but I'm not starting over no bell cows, especially if they got good matchups. So I agree with you. Also, guys, the Jaguars. I'm not big on starting no Trevor Lawrence. He didn't look all that great to me in the preseason. Texans don't have a great defense, but they still are a professional defense. And if they get any kind of pressure on them, it's not going to be good. So he might have a safe floor, 15, 16 points, maybe 20, but I don't think he hits a ceiling. I think he maybe later on in the season. So I'm not trying to bail or go out and throw Trevor Lawrence to the fire. I'm not saying he's going to finish as a top 12 quarterback. Who I'm starting on the Jaguars is James Robinson. That's about it. The wide receivers, if I got to start one guy, it might be Marvin Jones or DJ, but I got to wait and see. I do like Laviska Shenault too. So if you got these guys and you have to play them, that's okay. I'm just nitpicking. If you got if you don't have to play these guys, but you play Laviska if you got to, you play DJ Chark if you have to, you play Marvin Jones if you have to. Let me see. As far as with the Eagles and Falcons. So I'm starting Kyle Pitts easy. I don't care nothing about no matchup. I'm starting Kyle Pitts. He's the starting tight end, starting flex guy, whatever. I'm playing him. Because he's gonna play more than just tight end. But I'm starting Kyle Pitts. I'm starting Mike Davis. I'm starting Calvin Ridley. That's the guys that I'm starting. The other guys, if you have to, you can start them. You can start Russell Gage if you have to in the flex. You can play Matt Ryan if he's your starting quarterback and he has your best opportunity this week. So that's okay. Let's see what the chat says. I got another chat. Ray Gamer, what's going on, Ray? He says, who to start for my flex for standard scoring? Standard. David Montgomery versus the Rams, Corey Davis versus the Panthers, Marvin Jones versus the Texans, or Kareem Hunt versus the Chiefs. Woo, this is standard, man. And David Montgomery got a tough lineup. I mean, a tough team to play. He got to play the Rams. Whew, catches don't matter, so I'm not going to sit here and tell you to play no wide receiver. Bruh, this is tough. I'm going to have to go ahead and tell you to play David Montgomery. I'm sorry. I'm not going to go to Corey Davis. I'm going to have to make David Montgomery, bruh. Excuse me. Grex Crafter says Tyler Higbee or Tunyon. I attempted to snatch up Higbee, but I don't know who Stafford will be targeting, and I already got Cooper Kupp. That's fine to get Higbee. Right off gates, I would tell you, since you already got Cooper Kupp, I would tell you Tunyon. Tunyon is okay to play. I like Tyler Higbee, but I get what you're saying. You already got Cooper Kupp. So Tunyon, I say Tunyon for you, bro. Okay, so let's go back to the game for this week. Eagles. I'm starting Jalen Hurts. I'm starting Devontae Smith. I'm starting Zach Ertz. Those are the guys that I'm starting off the top. Now, if I got to go to Jalen Reagor, that's okay. If I got to go to Goddard, that's okay. Kenneth Gainwell's a long stretch. You can put him in some DFS lineups, but I do think he gets some targets. It depends on how good he does for how many targets he gets in his game. But he's not like a bell cow starter or anything. Miles Sanders, I didn't get a lot of Miles Sanders. So if y'all got Miles Sanders and you dependent on him, then you play him. I didn't draft none. I don't got Miles Sanders not in one league because I just didn't like the scenario this year. He's not no terrible back, but I just don't think his upside is as good as enough as I can get for as any other running backs. Let me see. Is that all the Falcons? Yes, that's all the Falcons. That's all the Eagles. So I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I'm going to get on to the Chargers and Washington game. Chargers. I'm playing. You got to play Austin Eckler. If he's healthy, you got to play him. Unless you got another killer starter that's fully healthy. Washington. I'm sorry. Let me stay with the Chargers. You got to start Austin Eckler. You playing Justin Herbert. You playing Keenan Allen, and you play Mike Williams. Those are the guys you starting off gates. Let's go to Washington. I'm starting Antonio Gibson. I'm starting Terry McLaurin. And if I got to, I will start Ryan Fitzpatrick, and I will start Diami Brown if I got to. If I don't have to, I won't start those guys. So let's go to the chat to see what the chat's saying. What's going on? What's going on, Forex? For Elixit? Whatever. I'm sorry, bro, if I'm murdering your name, but I'm glad to see you here, man. Subscribe to this channel. This is great content, bro. We're a great family. I'm glad to see you here, man. But let me get to your question. You said Deontay Johnson, Mike Davis, McLaurin, or CEH in the flex. Give me your PPR and your standard. So I'm going to answer it for PPR. In PPR, I'm going in PPR, bro, I'm going to go Mike Davis anyway. I'm sorry, McLaurin. I like McLaurin. I like CEH. I like Deontay. But I'm going to give you – that's a stud starting running back as far as I'm concerned week 1. So I'm going to tell you to start a stud running back, Mike Davis. But it's very close because I love McLaurin. McLaurin is a great receiver. He's going to have a good season this year. So it's very close. If you want to start McLaurin, I'm okay with it. Long as it's PPR. Standard is easy. It's Mike Davis all day in standard. Nobody else. But Deontay is good too. He's going to get a lot of targets. So McLaurin, PPR, if you want to do that. Mike Davis, PPR is tomato with both of those guys. But standard, Mike Davis all day, bro. Mr. Anderson, what's good, bro? He said, I'm still debating on Elijah Moore, Devontae Smith, and Melvin Gordon. Flex PPR. I need it. Boom. I'm down on points. Devontae Smith. You got to go Devontae Smith. Rex says, yeah, I'm not high on Miles Sanders. They got like 5 RBs behind him, plus a rushing quarterback that will vulture his touchdowns. I agree. Delusional Tanner, hey, what's good, bro? Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, man. I'm glad to see you here, bro. Great community. He says, yo, Bobby Woods or Julio at my flex. I don't know who Bobby Woods is. Bobby Woods or Julio. I know you're talking about Robert Woods or Julio at my flex. Half point PPR. Julio. I have Keenan and Diggs starting for context. I started Zeke and he started Lambs, so I need to make up some ground. So yeah, I'm gonna say Julio because he's the bigger boomer. Mr. Anderson says Logan Thomas on WFT. I don't know what that WFT means, but I'm not playing a lot of Logan Thomas. He's going against Derwin James today. Derwin James can lock him down. So if that's what you mean, but explain to me, Mr. Anderson, what you mean by WFT. I think it might mean a World Fantasy Tournament. Jamison Crowder is out for week 1, so Elijah Moore is an interesting pick for a boom. Yes, I like Elijah Moore, but I don't like him over somebody else asked something over Devontae Smith. So yeah, but I will play Elijah Moore today. Just Day says, went 0 RB in one of my leagues. How do you feel about starting David Johnson with Damian Williams? Yes, I will start David Johnson, but Damian Williams, that's far out there. So if you got to, those are your best 2 running backs, it's okay because you went 0 RB. Washington football team. Oh, okay. Is that what I'm saying? Did I say Washington Redskins? I'm sorry if I said Washington Redskins, guys. So, but yeah, and I'm probably gonna call them the Redskins for a long time because I'm just old school like that. So, excuse me, guys, if I'm confusing you. So yeah, Washington. Like I said, Antonio Brown, Ryan Fitzpatrick, if you have to, Diami Brown, if you have to. But I'm starting Terry McLaurin if I got him on my team. I'm starting Antonio Gibson. Those are the 2 guys I'm starting on the offense side of the ball. For the Chargers, I'm going Austin Eckler if he's healthy. I'm going Justin Herbert all day, and I'm going Keenan Allen and also Mike Williams. I'm starting all those guys. Okay, so the Steelers and Bills. Steelers. I'm starting all those receivers. If I got them on my team, now if you got all of them on one team, then maybe not. But if you got Deontay Johnson, I'm starting them. If you got Claypool, I'm starting them. If you got Juju, I'm most likely starting because that should be your second or third receiver. I'm starting Big Ben and I'm starting Najee automatically. For the Bills, Josh Allen, that's easy. Devin Singletary or Zach Moss, I say you can start any of those guys if you need to. But if you got better backs, I will start other backs and see what happens. Stephon Diggs all day long. And then in Cole Beasley, I will also start Cole Beasley if I had Cole Beasley. So, yeah, that's strong. Let's go back to the chat. The chat says, remember to like and subscribe, guys and girls. Yes, make sure you subscribe, guys and girls. Appreciate it. Thank you, Rex. Bass Bully says, just tapped in. Good morning. Yes, man. Good morning, bro. Hey, let's get this money. Let's get this money. Mr. Anderson says, Swift or Ayuk in the flex, standard league. Standard. Whoo. Hey, Swift healthy. I'm going to tell you Swift. I like Ayuk personally. Personally, I'm going to do Ayuk, but that's your team, and I'm going to tell you the best for your team. So for your team, I'm going to go ahead and I say start Swift, but I like Ayuk better, and the standard too. New Era TB, what's going on, New Era? Glad to see you here, man. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. He says PPR, Debo, LaViscas, Brian Edwards, OBJ, Hollywood, pick only one. Only one. I want to say Hollywood, but I'm going to go with LaViscas. I'm going to go with LaViscas and PPR, bruh. Ricky Blaze, he says, who should I start, Juju Smith or Jerry Jeudy or Corey Davis? That's a good one. I'm going to go with Corey Davis. I like Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy can have a big game, but I need to see it. I seen Corey Davis and I seen Zach Wilson play in the preseason. It looked good. Jerry Jeudy looked good. He runs great routes, but I just need to see him have a consistent week one game before I play him over Corey Davis and Juju. So I'm going to tell you Corey Davis, bro. Brian Ortega, what's going on, bro? Glad to see you here. He says, yo, I'm in standard. I need a receiver and a flex. Woods, Ayuk, Deontay, and Tyson Williams. I'm going to tell you Ayuk in standard. I'm going to tell you Ayuk. And then I'm going to go Tyson Williams. And a flex. Yep, so one wide receiver, and I got you a flex with Tyson. Rex says, Juju is my fourth receiver. I still can't believe how far he fell. I agree. Like, when he got down that far, you got to pick him because Juju going to have some big games. For Explicit 7. I'm sorry if I murder your name, bro, but I'm glad to see you here, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. And guys, if anybody here that haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Great content here. But he says Hockenson or Logan Thomas this week. Hockenson. Definitely subscribe. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate you. Bass Bully says Chanel, Devontae Smith or Claypool. Claypool. But that's a tough one, man. I like all three of those guys. I really like Devontae Smith, but I'm going to go Claypool because that's my homie. I think he's a phenom. PPR, yep. I'm going to still say Claypool. What's going on, Uzi? What's going on, bruh? But so let's get back to some of these games. I'm going to move on to the 49ers and Lions game. 49ers, I'm probably not going to start Trey Lance. But Jimmy Garoppolo, I'm starting Jimmy. I'm starting Ayuk. I'm starting Kittle. Those are the guys that I'm starting on that team. If I got Debo and I need a flex, I'm okay with that. If I need a flex and he's my best flex. The Lions. Tyrell Williams. That's maybe the only guy. If you drafted Swift, you got to play him. If you drafted Swift on your team, you have to play him. I didn't draft a lot of Swift. I got Jamal Williams. I might flex him. It just depends. I don't know. I don't like the matchup, but the Lions don't. I don't like this. This is just a rough matchup for them. So the only guy that I feel good about targeting and playing is Tyrell Williams on this team because I feel like they should be down. Uzi says flex Ayuk, Lockett, or Tyson Williams in standard. I'm gonna say Tyson Williams in standard. I like Ayuk, but this is standard, so I'm gonna say Tyson Williams. You the GOAT, TD. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate it. He says, Mr. Anderson out here. So, yep. So, Bengal, let's go through I said Bengal. Vikings and Bengals. So, Vikings, you know you're starting Dalvin Cook. You know if you got Kirk Cousins and he on one of your starters or your only starter, you're starting him. Justin Jefferson, starting automatically. Adam Thielen, you starting. So, you're starting all four of those guys on offense automatically. The Bengals, I didn't touch nobody on this team, but if you got Joe Mixon, you start him. Joe Burrow, if he's your only starting quarterback, you start him, but I'm fading him. I don't like what's going on right now. I need to see more from this team. I'm not playing no Jamar Chase. Tyler Boyd, you can play him, so you can be Mixon and Tyler Boyd. I'm okay with Tyler Boyd, but Mixon, that's the only guy, and I don't have any Mixon stock. Jets and Panthers. Jets, I'm starting Zach Wilson. I like him today. Panthers do got a good defense, but I like Zach Wilson. If you got him as you got him at the end of your draft and that's your only quarterback, it's okay. But I'm not starting over no other better opportunity quarterbacks. I'm starting Corey Davis and I'm starting Elijah Moore. It depends on who I got. So I like Elijah Moore and I like Corey Davis. The Panthers, Christian McCaffrey, you starting him, you know that. Sam Darnold, you start Sam Darnold. I think he's going to have a better game than a lot of people expect. DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, you have to start him. Terrence Marshall, I will hold off. So let me go back to the chat. The chat says, what about Hawkinson? Yes, you start Hawkinson if you got him, but I don't have a lot of them, so I'm not saying he's not no big time play for me today. But if you got him as your starting tight end, you got to play him, guys. This is week one. It ain't complicated. Just play your starters. Just they said I meant Damian Harris, not Williams. My bad. You good? So let me maybe answer that question again. Just Dave, put the question in the chat again. Uzi said, "Hey TD, I worked out yesterday after missing out for a month, and I'm sore today. Hey, bro, keep working out. I'm about to start myself, man. Get them shoulders back right." Bass Bully says Burrow or Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson all day. Uzi says, why Tyson Williams over Ayuk today? Because it's standard. In PPR, I'm starting Ayuk. But in standard, you got to go Tyson Williams. That's why. Now, Ayuk can have a better day in standard. But, guys, I'm never going to sit here and tell you to play a wide receiver over a running back unless it's Tyreek Hill or Devontae Adams or somebody. Because running backs all just score more easily in standard. So that's the reason why, Uzi. King Jefe says, let's go. Let's go, bro. Let's get this bread. So let's go to the Cardinals and Titans. The Cardinals, I'm starting Kyler Murray. I'm starting Chase Edmonds if I drafted him as a 0 RB target or he's my best RB on my team. I'm starting AJ Green. I'm starting D-Hop automatically. Titans, you know who you starting. You're starting AJ Brown. You're starting Julio Jones. You're starting Ryan Tannehill easily. And you're starting Derrick Henry. Got to start all four of those guys. No questions about it. The Cardinals, guys, I do like their defense, but maybe not so much this week because Titans are really good, but I like their defense as like a sleeper. So that's my sleeper defense. Uzi says, what about Latavius Murray? He's a nice stash. Go pick him up the stash because he could get a role on his team. He could have 70, 80 yards a game playing with Lamar Jackson. He's on the active roster. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Latavius is good. Bass Bully said D. Henderson, Tyson Williams, or Miles Sanders. I'm gonna go ahead and go Tyson Williams today. Tyson Williams. So, all right, guys. So I did the Cardinals. Let's go to the Browns and Chiefs. So the Browns. I'm starting Nick Chubb, Baker Mayfield, and Jarvis Landry. Those are the three guys, and Kareem Hunt. Four. Kareem Hunt, you got to start him as a flex if you drafted him. So you shouldn't be drafting him if you weren't going to start him as a flex, because you don't just get him just for a handcuff, because he got a lot more value than that. So I'm starting those guys. For the Chiefs, you know what it is. Pat Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce. And after that, I'm not starting anybody else. I'm going to wait and see. Now, if I have to, yeah, you can go McCole Hardman or Pringle. If you got them on your team, they're your best players to play. So the Dolphins and Patriots. The Dolphins, I'm starting Tua. I'm starting Myles Gaskin. I'm starting Mike Gesicki. And I'm starting also Jalen Waddle. That's just me. So I'm starting Jalen Waddle. I'm not going to start Devontae Parker. Even though I think Devontae Parker is a solid flex, I just think it's other options out there better in most leagues. So I'm starting Jalen Waddle. But if you got to start Devontae Parker, it's okay, because you might not have a better option than that. So let's go to the chat. The chat says, what's up, bro? What's going on, Marvin? I missed these morning streams before game day. You know it, bro. Let's get this money. Q, what's going on, Q? What's going on, bro? Glad to see you here. Kevin says, hold on, Kevin. Let me get some of this coffee. It's that Starbucks, too. Starbucks, you want to market on my channel? But Kevin says, I thought Murray has to go through COVID protocol before he can play. Yeah, he ain't playing today. Yeah, Latavius Murray's not playing today. But I don't think he's playing. Now, I could be wrong, guys. If I'm wrong, y'all hit me up in the chat and let me know. But I think Murray's out. I think it's just going to be Tyson and Le'Veon today. Tyson and Le'Veon. If Tyson go down, Le'Veon could be a play. I just want to let y'all know that. Okay. So, Kevin says, I straight up could be wrong, though. No, I think you're right. Bro. Bass Bully said, all right, bro, thanks for your advice. Appreciate it. Good luck on your fantasy. Yeah, you too, Bass. Appreciate it, bro. Jay Duty, what's going on, bro? Hey, subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. Glad to see you here, man. But, yeah, man, glad to see you here. Great community. If you have already been here before, then I apologize. But, yeah, if you're new, man, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Great content. Also, guys, subscribe to my OnlyFans. I'm going to put this in the chat real quick, guys, before we go further. Because, guys, that's where you can ask me questions all day. I'll be checking it all day on Sundays. I'm not checking YouTube on Sundays. I'm off on YouTube on Sundays. I do my live stream, then I'm done with it. So if you subscribe to my OnlyFans, if something come up at 4 o'clock, you need me, I got you. So let me put this in the chat real quick, guys. Okay. There we go. So let me go back up here. That's it, guys. This is my OnlyFans. Subscribe for only $10. That's it, guys. So Hollywood, what's going on, Hollywood? Hey, subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. I appreciate you being here, bro. But he said thoughts on Eckler. You have if he's startable, if they say he's healthy, you start him. Now, after this week, then you can make a decision. But you don't draft a guy of that caliber unless you got another bell cow. Like you got Kareem Hunt ready to start, then yeah. If they talk about Eckler may be limited, then maybe you start Hunt or somebody. But it's hard to find another back to replace Eckler. Eckler can give you 15 points, and he's limited. He just can go out for pass catches. So I'm saying if he's healthy and he's in that starting lineup, you play him. That's all I can tell you, bro, because he's your bell cow. You got other players that's going to make up if he doesn't get the ceiling that he usually gets, right? Oh, okay. They play Monday. Okay, Ian. Okay. All right. That's right. So yeah, I still think Latavius Murray. I don't know if he's playing. I still don't think I don't know if he's playing. But guys, like I said, let me know. Hit me up in the chat, guys, and help me out. Let me know. I appreciate it. Thank you, Ian. Appreciate you, bro. 4X says Pitts over Logan Thomas today, right? Yep. Pitts over Logan Thomas. Yep. Brian Ortega says Bell still on the practice squad. Coaches said Williams has impressed. Reporters said it's his job to lose. So he's the only running. Bro, I think they got to have another running back. They can't go in there with one running back. So I'm pretty sure unless they got somebody else, Bell is, even though he's on the practice squad, he still can play in this game. I think it's different now with COVID. They let guys on the practice squad be able to play if somebody goes down. So that's just I could be wrong, but fact check me on that, Brian. Ortega, I could be wrong. Appreciate y'all 2 cents though, guys. I really do. Again, guys, here's my OnlyFans. If y'all want to subscribe for it, guys, I'm telling you, it's cutting edge content. I'm available. I actually give you voice messages and whatever you need, guys. I work with my guys. If you subscribe to my OnlyFans, I work with you. Whatever you need, I got you. Ladies too. Lindell says standard RB2s, Sermon or Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon. Tyson. Hollywood says Tyson Williams would be my replacement for Eckler. Yeah, well, you do that. That's a nice replacement, bro. So I'm okay now. If you want to go ahead and do that off Gates, that's okay because Eckler might not be, he's probably not 100%. So that's fine. That's a good replacement for Eckler. So guys, if you got Tyson Williams and you got Eckler, if you want to replace Tyson Williams with Eckler, that's okay. I'm fine with that. I think that's fair. The opportunity that Tyson going to get is okay to replace him with Eckler. Great. I love that comment, Hollywood. Appreciate that, bro. Hollywood said, yeah, Bell got moved up. I thought he did too. Okay. Appreciate that. I told you guys we're a great community. We help each other. I don't know everything. Now, I know fantasy now. I know my fantasy, but I'm never going to claim to know more than all my subscribers. We as a community, this is what makes this channel great. Not me by myself, not y'all by yourself. Us all together, guys. So I appreciate it. I really do. He says, Marvin says, I don't know if I should, but Barkley I have McCaffrey, Eckler in my running back spots and James Robinson and Ayuk in my flex. No. I would rather play James Robinson, McCaffrey, and Ayuk. I would rather play those 3 and wait out on Eckler if I could. I mean on Barkley. I'm sorry. Wait on Barkley. So Robinson and Ayuk is good enough. Yeah, Robinson, Ayuk, and McCaffrey is good enough. I'll wait with Barkley. But in my league, I don't have a backup running back, and I have Barkley in one of my leagues. So I'm going to play him in the flex just to see. I'm okay with that. Brian Ortega says Murray gonna see the field some. Okay, on Monday. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So Tyson Williams still gonna be the bell cow, but Murray will get some work. Okay, I appreciate that, Brian. AK, what's going on, AK? I'm gonna start. What you want me to call you, Alvin Kamara? Alvin Kamara. Hey, I appreciate you being here, man. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, bro. Great community, man. But yeah, AK, also known as Alvin Kamara, says PPR pick 1, Lockett, Mostert, or Saquon. Mostert for the day. I'm gonna go with Mostert. Mr. Anderson says Ravens got Trenton Cannon on the 53. Yeah, man, but he just for a return man. And in case 2 running backs go down, they had to put him in. But he ain't getting no work at the running back spot. That's what I've heard through the grapevine. Now, I could be wrong, but that's just what I've heard, seen on Twitter. Hollywood says Cannon is more of a special teams player, than an RB for the Ravens. I agree, Hollywood. You're right. You're exactly right. What's going on, MP? 1606? What's going on, bro? Glad to see you here today. He says, I just did a crazy trade. I traded Kelsey and Keenan Allen for Tyreek Hill and Darren Water. It ain't crazy. You got a big boomer for Tyreek over Keenan Allen. I get it. Keenan Allen gets more targets, but Tyreek is a boomer. And you got Travis Kelsey is the number one, but Darren Water way behind him. So, bro, you just upgraded your receiver position a little bit more, and you stayed fair at the tight end position because 1 and 2. What is that? 1 and 2. That's 1 and 2. That's not 1 and 8, 1 and 5, 1 and 2. So you okay with the Darren Waller, Travis Kelsey, but you really hit with the Keenan Allen, Tyreek, man. So great. That's a great trade, brother. To sneak that Tyreek in there to get him, even because you just showed him to Kelsey. And he was like, oh, I got Kelsey. No, Tyreek was the main player in this deal. So great job, MP. He said, I also traded Woods for Carson to get some running back depth, which is fine. Woods is going to be better long-term than Carson, but Carson's going to hit probably a little bit early in the season with the run game. So, guys, let me get back some of these games. Okay, so we did the Dolphins and Patriots. So, no, I talked about the Dolphins. I didn't talk about the Patriots. So, the Patriots. I'm not really Mac. I'm really not signing. I'm not really not playing Mac Jones if I don't have to. But he's okay. He's a nice streamable quarterback. But I'm starting Damian Harris. I'm starting Jacoby Myers, and I'm starting Jonnu Smith. Those are the guys that I'm starting from the Patriots. So that's the only guys that I'm starting for the Patriots, guys. So that's Jonnu Smith, Jacoby Myers, and Damian Harris. Yep. So let's go to the Broncos-Giants game. The Broncos and Giants game. For the Broncos. I'm not gonna start Teddy if I don't got to, but if I got to, I'm okay. But I am starting Melvin Gordon. I'm starting Jerry Jeudy, and I'm starting Courtland Sutton. So those are the guys that I'm starting on this team. And the reason why a lot of these starts that I say, guys, if you drafted a guy as a starter, you have to play him for week 1 if he's healthy. So yes, I like those guys for the Broncos. For the Giants, the only guy that I'm telling you to play, and that's Saquon. If you got Saquon, you can play him as a flex just for the day to see how it goes, because he might get 2 fall-in touchdowns, even though it's a tough matchup. Okay, let's go to the Packers and the Saints. The Packers, you already know. I'm not going to mention too much about Aaron Rodgers. It's Aaron Rodgers. You know that. Devontae Adams, you know that. Tunyon, you start Tunyon. You start A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones if you have one of those guys. Reason why I'm going to tell you to start Dillon, because I'm starting Dillon. On the Saints, I'm not starting Jameis if I don't have to. I'm not starting Taysom because Taysom's going to have a role. So if you want to get freaky and try something, you can put Taysom Hill in the flex or super flex. I'm starting Marquez Callaway, and I'm starting Alvin Kamara. That's it. It's that simple, guys. So let me go back to the chat. MP1606 says, my new team is Hurts, Gibson, Montgomery, Tyreek, Cooper, Waller, Carson. Gas. That's gas, bro. The Special One. What's going on, the Special One? I'm pretty sure I've seen you here before, man. If not, man, subscribe, bro. But I appreciate you being here, and I'm sorry if I don't remember you, bro. But I think I remember that name. But subscribe if you ain't. This is a great community, cutting edge content. But he says Gaskin, Tyson Williams, or Juju PPR. Woo! I'm gonna go Gaskin. Matthew Seaver, what's going on, Matthew? Subscribe if you're new, bro. Glad to see you here. Cutting edge content, man. Great community. I'm glad to see these new faces in here, guys. It really makes me excited. I know my channel is growing. But he says Callaway, Sutton, or Claypool for PPR. Woo! I'm gonna have to go with my boy Claypool. I like Callaway. I like Sutton, but I'm going with Claypool. Ian Taylor, what's going on, bro? He said, "What's up?" He said, "What up, Morpheus?" We back in action. I like it. He called me Morpheus. I like it. I like it, Ian. Subscribe to the channel, man. If you haven't, if you have already, and I apologize, but glad to see you here. Love that. Love that. Morpheus. Q says Logan Thomas or Tanya for PPR. Tanya. I'm going with Tanya. Kevin McCleary says, would you trade Gibson for Tyreek? Whoa, whoa. If I had a bunch of good running backs, yes. If I had other running backs other than Gibson that had more upside than Gibson, then yeah. But I'm not doing it if I don't have any other running back. If Gibson's my best running back, I'm not doing it. So I got to see your team more, bro. Your other players on your team to give you a better answer. But as a vacuum answering that question, no, I'm not going to give up a running back for Tyreek, even though I love Tyreek. It's just like, dang, I love Gibson too, man. So it just depends on what my players look like on my team. The special one said, yes, sir, TD. Been here since last year, my boy. Okay, I thought you was. I appreciate you being here, man. Yep, appreciate it, bro. Lindell says, standard, Morgan, Dillon, or Gordon? Gordon. And standard, Gordon. What up, bro? Been a while. Yeah, it is, Thigh. I'm glad to see you here, man. Appreciate you being here. Forex says Gibson or Gaskin this week. Gibson all day. Gibson all day. So, let me see. I did the Saints. Let's go to the Bears and Rams. So, the Bears and Rams. So, the Bears, I'm starting David Montgomery. I'm not starting no Andy Dalton. I'm starting David Montgomery and Darnell Mooney and Allen Robinson. If you got those guys, you got to start them. I don't care if it's against the Rams. You drafted them, you got to start them unless you got better guys. Some of you playing 10 teams, 18, 16 leagues. So you got plenty of guys to start. So if you got better players, you pretty much know what better players are. But if you in a 12-team league and you got Mooney, you got David Montgomery, you got Allen Robinson, you play them. The Rams, you playing the whole clique. You're playing Matthew Stafford, you're playing Robert Woods, you're playing Cooper Kupp, you're playing Darrell Henderson if you got him, and even Higbee. Now, if you got 3 or 4 of these guys on the same team, then you have to pick which ones. No more than 3, I would say. Sometimes 4. It just depends on how you feel. But I said no more than 3. But, yeah, you played everybody on the Rams. Let me go back to the chat. Thigh says, when did you think Justin Fields would get the start? I don't know. I do believe he gets a start this year. But I would say week 4, starting at week 4, maybe week 4 or anytime after that. But at least to week 4, unless Andy Dalton goes down. Great question, though, Thigh. Great question. I'm sorry, guys. I skipped. Uzi says Gibby going off today. Gibby. I don't know who's Gibby. Uzi. I might have. Who's Gibby? Let me know who Gibby is. MP says, no cap. No cap. Like it. He said, I'm telling everyone he's going for 25 today. Okay. I'm trying to see who y'all talking about with Gibby. Oh, Gibson. Okay. That's who Gibby is. Gibson. I see. I like that. Gibby. That might be the name that I give him. Gibby. Let me see. Yeah, he said, I'm telling everyone he's going off for 25 plus today. I think so too. New Era TB. What's going on, New Era? He said, you playing Mooney over Callaway? If I just for those 2 players in a vacuum, no, I'm gonna go Callaway over those 2 players in a vacuum. But it depends on the team, right? But I'm just gonna say Callaway. Marvin said, do you think Miami defense would be a better play than the Bills? Whew. Yes, I do think so, because I don't think the Bills will play that good against the Steelers. So yes, I believe Miami is a better play today. So yeah, Uzi was talking about Gibson, Gibby. Uzi said, Nelson. Yes, hey, I'm playing Nelson in one league, but I need to see a little bit more because I think Jacoby Myers right now is the number one. But I do like Nelson Aguilar, guys. Excuse me. MP says, I'm high on Waller because his last 5 games, his stats were 45, 15, 30, 16, 27 in PPR. Yes. Yep. So he was hitting. So that's why I said there's nothing wrong with that trade you did. So, guys, let's get on to the Ravens and Raiders. So the Ravens, I'm playing Lamar all day long. I'm playing Tyson Williams all day long. I'm playing Sammy Watkins and I'm playing Mark Andrews. You got those guys, you playing them. And then listen, if you got Marquise Brown and you drafted him to be like a starter on your team, you play him. You play your starters. You don't get cute week 1. You play your starters and find out if they are a starter for you next week. You don't sit there and sit them and try to play that game. So play your starters. The guys that you drafted early, you play them if they healthy. Raiders. I'm playing. If I got Derek Carr and he's one of my starting quarterbacks, I'm not going to the waiver wire to start nobody over him unless there's a guy out there with a great matchup. Somebody's leaving out. So I'm playing Derek Carr. I'm okay with that, even though it's the Ravens. I'm playing Derek Carr. I'm playing Josh Jacobs. You got to if you draft him as a starter. And Waller. And if you want to start Ruggs, you can do it. If you want to start Brian Ellis, you can do it. So there's a lot of players on here that you can start. So if you got them as starters on your team, you play them. Then for me, you want to say, well, who's going to get off? I don't know. Somebody's going to get off. I like playing Ruggs if I got Ruggs on my team. I even would say Ellis if I got him as my flex play. I'm okay with playing him just if I believe in him. So I don't know what you believe in. If you drafted him to play or you picked him up on the waiver wire, it's all in you guys. So let's go back. Let me see what the chat says. Bars in the Tuck says, what's going on, bro? Glad to see you here, man. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. This is a great community, bro. Appreciate you being here. He says, good morning and happy football. Yes, bro. Back to you, too. He says, 2 quarterback league. Okay. Hurts locked in. Got you. Do I go Burrow? No. Higgins stack or Wentz rushing upside? Thanks. Woo. Just because you got the Burrow stack, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you to go Burrow and Higgins. I think I like Wentz a little bit better, but I gotta tell you to start Higgins. I'm playing Higgins today. Higgins has got a lot of upside today. I love Higgins today. So between Burrow and Wentz, you can go Wentz and Higgins, but I don't know who Wentz really got to throw to. And they're also playing a pretty tough game. I'm gonna go ahead and say Wentz, man. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna say play Wentz at the quarterback and play not Burrow and Higgins at the receiver. So I will go Wentz and Higgins. Great question, boys in the Tuck. Great question, bro. Ian Taylor says, do you think Gabriel Davis is a start for Bills if Emmanuel Sanders is out today? Yes, he is. He's a good play. I still like Cole Beasley over both of those guys, but you can play Gabriel Davis if that's the only best guy that you have. I'm not targeting him over other guys, but if that's the best guy, you play him. Uzi says, are you excited for Sunday football, bro? Yes, I am. I'm very excited. I can't wait. So I got about 10 minutes here, guys, with y'all answer questions here, and then I got to go put my lineups in and get my stuff right. So I'm going to be crunched on time. I got a lot more leagues than I had last year, guys, so I'm not going to be able to be on the lives over an hour, but I'm excited, man, because guys, I'm going to be, if I win these leagues that I think, I'm going to have like 5 or 6 belts and be like showing y'all like, look, I told y'all this is how good I am. So this is a big year for me. And I'm also trying to win the Scott Fish Bowl too. Bars and Tucks, I've been a sub so over a year now. Salute. Yep. Thank you, bro. Salute to you too. Uzi says, what do you think about Terrence Marshall Jr.? I think he's going to be solid, but I want to wait and see because there's so many guys to get targets. I mean, even Dan Arnold is a good player. So I want to wait and see about Terrence Marshall, but I definitely want to stash him. He should not be on any waiver wires. If you see him on one waiver, you pick him up and stash him. I'm pretty sure you got other players that he's better than that you can drop and put him on your team. So yeah, Bars in the Tuck says, also, who's better? Long shot play. D-Jax, AJ Green, or Lazard? AJ Green all day. AJ Green. I like Deshaun Jackson. He can have a big play, but AJ Green, I feel like going to have some consistent 6 to 8 targets today. And what about Russell Gage? Stash him? I'm stashing him and see what happened. I'm not playing him today. If you, like I said, if he's your best receiver for your flex spot or something, then you play him. But I'm not. Kai Smith says, should I play Roberts, Woods, Ayuk, or Higgins this week in Standard? In Standard, I'm going Ayuk. And reason why, because all those guys are good, right, as a receiver for Standard. But I'm going with my guy that I like. Because Woods is going to be good, but he got Cooper Kupp. Higgins going to be good. I can tell you Higgins, but I don't know how much upside he has. He has one of the best floors of the week. Higgins does, because Jamar Chase, they're not going to trust him that much. Higgins is going to be the number one guy. But IU plays with a great, efficient offense. So does Woods. But Woods could not get them. They could run the ball a lot. So I'm going to tell you IU, because I love IU. I think IU is going to be a big receiver, a big-time receiver today. Kevin McClary said, TD 6 belts. You know it. I'm in about 6, 7 leagues, man. I'm getting all those belts. Dynasty and all of them, bro. So you know it. You know it. So you saying you got 6 belts? You telling me you got 6 belts? Sean Bonds, what's good, bro? What's going on? That's my homie. He show a lot of love, guys. A lot of love. That's my homie right there. He said, what's good, bro? Thoughts on Sammy Watkins this season? Play him. He's going to lead the team in targets. I would have thought it was going to be with Rashard Bateman, but Bateman's going to be out. If Sammy can stay healthy for the first 4 to 5 weeks, he definitely going to lead this team on target. So I like Sammy Watkins. If you got him on your team and you need a receiver, you start him. So, guys, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I'm going to answer these last couple questions. I'm a bot says, I'm a bot. Bro, I think you got a Twitter that you follow me. But he says, I'm glad to see you here. If you're new, man, subscribe to the channel. If you're not, I apologize. Thank you for being here. But he says, how you feeling up with Deontay Johnson? I think Deontay Johnson can lead the Steelers in targets. But is he the most? Does he finish with the most points? I don't know. PPR probably. I like Claypool. I like his touchdown upside. I think Claypool have 10 plus touchdowns easy this year. Uzi said, should I stash Russell Gage over AJ Dillon or Trey Sermon in Standard? No, I would keep AJ Dillon and Trey Sermon in Standard. Ned, what's going on, Ned? Subscribe to the channel if you're new, bro. I'm glad to see you here, man. Great content, great family. He says PPR, Brandon Cooks or Deebo Samuel? Brandon Cooks. Rex Captain says, what's your thoughts on the Ravens? It seems like everyone getting hurt. Yes, but they still going to be a good, solid team. They still going to be fantasy valuable. Just give, the receivers is going to be okay. When Bateman come back, Watkins is going to be good. Mark Andrews is healthy. Lamar is healthy. The defense lost the corner, but they still are a good team defense. So everybody's still okay. Kyle Smith says, should I play James Robinson or Najee Harris this week in Standard? Najee. Jay Fane, what's going on, Jay? Good to see you, bro. He said, what's good, TD Star? Julio Jones versus Arizona? Yes, that's okay. No Miles Sanders versus Atlanta. Star Jalen Hurts versus Atlanta? Yes. Or Ryan Tannehill. I would say Jalen Hurts versus Atlanta. Thanks for everything, bro. You welcome, Uzi. Hey, y'all my homies, bro. Y'all my homies. Hey, we're gonna do some big things this year together. This community gonna grow together, guys. We're all gonna grow. And like I said, guys, I got some memorabilia. I'm gonna be giving out some memorabilia. First is gonna go out to some of my moderators because I'm gonna take care of y'all, but I'm also have some raffles where I'm just gonna give away some things, man. It's not gonna be no cheap stuff either. I'm gonna give away some nice stuff. this year. So that's coming too, man. But I appreciate you, Uzi, for being here. Rex Captain says, good luck to everyone here. Yes, guys, good luck. Kevin Clear said, TD, you're going to get those 6 belts. Yes, I want to see you raise me high. Yep, I want to see you raise me high. I got you, bro. You know it. Appreciate that. Uncle Ted, what's going on, Uncle Ted? Hey, subscribe to the channel, man. If you're new, if you're not, I apologize. But this is a great community, man. But Uncle Ted says Tyson Williams, Sutton, or Pittman in the flex. Now, I don't know what scoring format, but standard, yeah, Pittman. But if it's PPR, I would say if it was PPR, I would say Pittman because I don't think they got anybody else. Woo, that's hard to say over Sutton, but I would say Pittman in the flex in PPR. But standard, I'm going Tyson all day. And if Tyson does good, he probably does better than all those guys. But I got to see before I tell you to play those guys, to play those receivers in standard over Tyson. Kevin Clear said, TD, you're going to get those 6 belts. I want to see you raise them high. Okay, I already went to that. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm about says, how you feeling with Eckler? If he's healthy, you play him. Unless you got a better guy. A lot of people say they had Tyson. So if you got Tyson and you want to play some with Eckler, that's okay. But if you ain't got nobody like a starting RB or RB1, then I'm gonna run out Eckler. Uzi says, TD, you the GOAT. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Then the man said, what's good, TD? You think I should start Laviscus or Kenny Golladay? Laviscus. Stansteez says, what's happening, bro? How did you finish last year? I came in 2nd, 3rd, and 6th. 2nd, 3rd, and 6th. 3rd, that league I went 13-1, bro. I think I lost in the semifinals. A guy that I tried to pick up, it didn't. Something happened with the waiver wires. I got beat out by a few points. I'm okay with that league. That was a free league. My money league. My 2 money leagues, one of them I came in 6th. It was auction draft. And because Austin Eckler was hurt from me. So I didn't have enough to go far in the playoffs. My other league I came in 2nd. That guy had Stephon Diggs and Mike Evans on his team, and they had their biggest weeks on the championship, and I lost in the championship. I'm okay with it. So I'm okay with a 2nd place finisher because this is how fantasy goes. So I appreciate you asking, bro. But guys, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Appreciate y'all coming through. Listen, I'm going to put my OnlyFans in the chat. If you got any questions, subscribe to my OnlyFans and hit me up, guys. Subscribe to my OnlyFans. I'll be there all day today. You got any kind of questions, it don't matter what time it is, I got you. So guys, thank you for tuning in to Fantasy Good Sports. All y'all be safe. Peace.